So I picked up a London and I decided to call out because of everything that is going on. And this is actually what I wanted to address when I started my video on the train, like going Chicago to Phoenix, is just because I personally follow a few flight attendant, like airline YouTubers. I do follow Fly with Stella, who's very popular. I'm sure a ton of you guys, if you guys are following me because I'm a flight attendant, you guys obviously know about her. And then I follow Kat also, and I watch her videos, and no one's really talking about this, and I don't know obviously if we're allowed to or not, but like here I am, you know, talking about it. And I just think it's really important. Yesterday I had a study session with one of my girlfriends, and we literally were talking about it for like at least an hour with her sister on the phone, because she is a flight attendant for United as well. And so my big thing, the main topic is coronavirus. Yes, I said it. I'm going to talk about it. So today I have a few days off, and I was going to pick up a Lahui for tomorrow, a 3-day Lahui. And then, you know, I went online and I decided to check just, and this is how I was not thinking, like how much I was not thinking, because I picked up a London. I saw it on the ETB, which is the electronic trade board for flight attendants that are trying to drop or trade stuff. And I'm just like, oh my God, should I pick up? I'm gonna pick it up, I'm gonna pick it up. And then I go to the main screen, which I will show you right here. This is our schedule. And then on here, when it's red, it means that we are red flag, meaning, you know, we're desperate for flight attendants. We're gonna pay you time and a half. So I picked up without thinking, and then I go on there, and just out of curiosity, I don't know why, because I already had picked up the London, I see that there is someone that called out for a London, and it was paying time and a half, meaning our Londons are usually 20.5 hours. That would have been a 30-hour trip, which is amazing. And like the credit is just, it's what you dream of. That has always been my dream, to pick up a London on red flag. You know, I was kicking myself in the butt because I was just like, damn it, Diana, you just picked up a 20-hour London when it could have been a 30-hour one. So then, you know, I went upstairs, I showered, I texted my husband, and I was just like, you know, I picked up a London for today. And he's like, what? Not that he does not support me working, because he really does. And he was just a little taken back because yesterday, like I said, we were having a conversation about this for the last few weeks. Jordan and I have been seriously concerned, and I'm not afraid to say that, because I feel like a lot of people are, if they do care, they're nervous to say something because they're getting bashed. Like, dude, relax. Like, you're being so dramatic, or it's just the flu. It is not the flu. Like, I'm sorry, it's not. It is worse than the flu. We know what the flu is. There's flu shots, and this one is just a totally different like situation. And if you are one of those people that think it's the flu and that it's nothing to worry about, then good for you. If you are people that actually do care and that are worried, well, guess what? I'm one of you, because I am worried. And so that's why I'm saying, like, I took a step back and I thought, like, wow, what am I doing? Like, what if I get stuck out there? And so I had posted about the red flag on one of our class pages, and I was like, oh, who wants to pick up a red flag London? I just picked up one position. And then even one of my classmates like, oh darn, I just picked up a turn, but Diana, please be careful, like you have two precious babies at home. And that is where I'm just like, okay, that is literally what I'm worried about, like not being able to come home, or not being, I don't know, there's just so much of the unknown that we don't know. And even if some of us try to act like we do know, the truth is we don't. Like, unless you actually have coronavirus, unless you know someone specifically that has it, then you know how it works, or like what the situation is. But if you don't, then just please, like, don't comment or don't say anything. Don't be negative. This is something, like, I personally do think that it is something to worry about. I know it's basically everywhere. So yes, it's in London, it's here. So what does it matter if I go to London? The thing is, it's like, we just closed off. There's a ban in Europe, and this is the UK, and there's cases, like, you know, if you go online, it shows you how many cases are there. There's over 500 there, and it really is scary. Like, you don't know what's going on. And the fact that, you know, the travel industry, I mean, everyone around is getting affected, but like the airline, the travel industry, like whether you're hotels or whatnot, travel, like it's taken a hit. And coming from someone from the inside out, this is what's going on. For us, we have cut, I believe, 10% of our flying. So the part where we are getting worried is because they usually always offer voluntary leaves of absence. They always do those every month. If there's enough flight attendants that they think we won't be working, they offer them. Okay, so they offer them. They offer VLOAs, and then you heard that they were offering voluntary open lines, which means you're not going to get guaranteed anything. You're just going to have an open line. You're more than welcome to pick up if you want to. You're more than welcome not to pick up. You pick up one trip, be done. And the reason why that's so different is because we are required to work a minimum of 40 hours a month. You cannot drop below that. Like, that is system wide. And so having the open line, like, people sometimes have plans or things to do. They did that. They awarded those. So I think total, it was maybe like 2,000 flight attendants that have taken leaves of absence, and that's just what the company is offering. And now they are pushing, like, if you're worried about getting sick, if you have elderly people that you take care of, children, whatever, if you don't want to take it, well, now they're pushing family, medical leaves, personal leaves, educational leaves, which that is. So when you apply for these leaves, it's not easy as like you apply, boom, you get granted one. Now they're starting to be like, okay, yeah, if you want one, here it is, whatever. And so another thing that's going on, so again, that's really strange for them to do that. Another thing that's going on is they delayed our bidding, which now our bidding is open. It's 3 days late on the opening. They also reopened the VLOAs for next month, which they only offer once every month for the next month. And then if you got it, you did. And if you didn't, you don't get it. And then that's it. Well, today they sent out an email that they're reopening them for people to take leaves. That is here with my company. At United, they are offering 1 month leaves, 2 months leaves, and 6 month leaves, which they've never done. So that is what's going on from our point of view. And just to let you know that things are getting serious. A lot of people are getting worried because they're like, how are we going to do it if we lose our job and whatnot? Not that you're going to lose your job, but like get furloughed and like get laid off type of situation, which is something to worry about. Another thing that I don't see people talking about is like the cleaning or what's going on with like deep cleaning the airplanes and all that. I could tell you just from experience now, I don't know if this is just how it is for all airlines or whatnot, but us specifically, we are there when we're doing turns. So we are there, we see cleaners come in, like I've showed you on videos where I'm like sitting down eating and like you see cleaners and catering just coming in through, you know, back and forth and whatnot. And I will tell you that no deep cleaning is going on in between flights. Like, there's just no way. Sometimes these cleaners don't even give 5 minutes to clean the airplane, especially if the inbound is late. They're literally just picking up garbage and that's it. They're not wiping things. Somebody the other day, yesterday I believe, posted a picture of them just cleaning like the outside, like the aisle seats. So I'm just telling you this just because, be cautious. We just got an email saying that we obviously can't take like aerosol, like Lysol cans, any cleaning products from home we're not allowed to take on. And it's funny because I was literally gonna take these on my trip because I'm not playing. Like, I'm not trying, I have babies, like I'm not trying to catch it. I'm scared of catching it. And to those people that think it's stupid to be afraid, or some people, there are some people out there too that I've seen that are just like, I'm not afraid of catching it, I'm just afraid of getting quarantined. And I'm just like, okay. But again, I'm not judging them. I'm just like, wow, like you really don't know how serious this is. So I just want to tell you guys, like, shit's going on like at work. I'm worried. I picked up a London and I decided to drop it because God forbid I can't come back home or whatever the case may be. I could catch it here at home, like down at the store. because I sure have been at the store like trying to like stock up, because I will be honest, I have been stocking up on trying to get canned stuff, like even non-perishable fruit for my boys. Like I told Jordan, I'm like, him and I, like, we could deal with not eating and stuff because it's gonna get serious. Like I know people don't care, but it is getting serious by the day. Here in Arizona, ASU has said that they're going to online school until further notice, and coming back from spring break. Like Noah's school, Noah's on spring break right now. He goes back on Monday. His school has not said yet if they're going to be closing, but other schools in the Phoenix area, other school districts have already announced that they're not going to be allowing kids to go back to school after spring break. We also have, you know, I have family all over. My sister-in-law just sent me a thing that in Michigan they have canceled preschool through 12th grade. No school. My sister is in Indiana. They were saying that they were going to be evaluating and trying to decide if they were going to be closing or not. So that doesn't tell you shit. Like the MLB, you know, baseball, basketball, hockey, like all those things are getting canceled because people are like, it's spreading like wildfire. So I know some of you guys think it's a joke, but it's not. I seriously just hope everybody is safe. Please wash your hands. I know that they're saying that, don't touch your face, but that's hard to do, especially as a girl. Like we're always touching your face. I'm always touching my face. So just be careful. And if you are trying to be safe, and like if you are one of those people that are like wearing the mask and stuff, and I'll say this really quickly because this video is already like at 15 minutes. Don't be those people that have a mask and that are disinfecting everything and then want to hand you like your snot tissue, because that's literally me on the airplane. I have always worn gloves during like trash services, but like even with gloves I could still feel like that stuff in my hand, and it's like ill. And I know a lot of coworkers that don't do that, so you're protecting yourself, but then you're just like, you don't care to give it to it. Put it in a barf bag. I know people like get mad when you use barf bags. There is a barf bag in the back of your chair. Use that for all your garbage, like snot rags, anything that you just did to wipe everything. Put it in a bag. Put it in a bag. Give it to us. Boom. Done. Stay safe. I'll see you guys on my next trip, which is on the 17th. I might pick up a turn on the 16th. I'll let you guys know. Sorry, this is really rushed and I'm just like blah, blah, blah. I'm freaking worried, and I think you guys should all be worried. I'm not trying to freak you guys out, but like take it serious. That's it. Take it serious. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.